so Cancers, this is going to be your updated singles reading. Okay. I feel like you're avoiding some sort of change. Either because you don't want conflict, I don't know, because you want conflict. It's saying like you're avoiding something. You know you need to go within about something. Some of you are entertaining new love is showing. You're purposely not letting someone in. You're gaslighting them. I don't know if I told you this in your last reading, and it's making you happy that you're gaslighting them, and I'm not understanding why. Eventually it's going to come back, or it's going to backfire. So it's saying whoever that situation, this current situation is pertaining to, you shouldn't take advantage of that person, how that person feels about you, or what they're allowing you to do. Because it's saying eventually all of those things are going to backfire. So Cancer sign is saying even though you're currently happy with the way things are, like the negative energy that you're putting out is going to come back to you one way or the other. So it's saying that you really need to try to avoid these situations, these negative situations, this conflict. Some situations you're creating, some situations you're conscious about, but some of them I don't feel like you're doing. But it's saying you should be working on doing more positive than negative, because you would want that energy to come back. And it's saying, you know, all of us make mistakes, so it's not expected of you to have this, you know. They're not expecting you to know how to do all of these things or to avoid these situations on your own, but it's saying you shouldn't knowingly go looking for conflict, because it's saying it's going to come back to you one way or the other, and you may not like how it comes back to you because you won't have control over that. So it's saying try to be peaceful at all times. Try not to taking advantage of someone or haven't. There's something you want to do, something you want to pursue. Choices. It's saying you have choices as far as females are concerned, or you're doing something. You're playing some sort of situation. You feel like financially you're being taken advantage of, or that you have to do for others. It is saying some of you are dealing with someone and maybe they're expecting, and that's why your money is like either running out or you're not in a position to, I guess, save it up the way you would like to. It is saying that you're avoiding some sort of changes. You're avoiding some sort of changes. You also need to pursue something that's going to be positive, something that you've always wanted to do, instead of instigating conflict. It's saying it's really not the time for it. As far as that love is concerned, as far as your family life is concerned, you have two choices: stay with that person or leave. You need to weigh your pros and cons. It is saying you need to go within for some of you, because the female that you are dealing with is, I guess, expecting, and it's saying that you need to be. This is saying if this is the female, okay, this is two different ways. You could be the one, and it's saying like this is your storyline, and you're dealing with someone who's expecting, or it's speaking on you being the actual female in this. So just take it as this resonates. It is saying that you need to try to avoid conflict at all times. Stop entertaining multiple parties and situations, because that's why your money is like depleting. It's saying you really need to focus on what's going to make you happy. Cancer is saying you're literally going to attract the type of energy you're giving off. Yeah, they want you to focus on something positive. They're telling some of you to step out your comfort zone, leave the negativity in the past, and focus on new beginnings. If you want positive expectations, you have to give off positive energy. To say you're dealing with a female. So I guess it's two different choices, your family versus this female, I guess. You're waiting on something, you know you need to go within because there's something that you're avoiding within yourself that's pushing people away at this time. You feel like you don't know how to control that situation, but it's saying if you remain positive about it, it's gonna, I guess, turn around in your favor. It's saying you feel burdened because you're dealing with multiple situations or you're dealing with multiple things. It is saying you need to bring an end to like this selfish, one-sided energy. It's like it's coming off as if you know everything. It's also saying you know you need to pursue something else. You're staying in this situation to take advantage of that uh, feminine energy. Even though you know you need to bring an end into it, you're causing a burden that it's speaking on. It's saying you need to look toward new beginnings, Cancer, and leave this situation that you're taking advantage of. It's saying you have two choices. You need to follow how you feel. Yeah. It's like you're going back and forth on what you should do. You need to move toward new beginnings. It's saying you need to focus on your money at this time, I guess. The saving, accumulation of your money. And you know you can do this if you separate from this situation. So really, overall, what it's saying is that you want to end this situation, but you don't want to cause conflict between you and this individual. I feel like you don't want to hurt this person. But at the same time, it's another part of you that's enjoying taking advantage of this situation. You know that it's starting to become a burden. You've considered walking away or bringing an end to it, but it's like you're gaslighting this person. It's showing new beginnings of some sort that you need to take advantage of. I feel like it's saying you need to leave this situation, allow this person to pursue something else, and you pursue something else as well. It's saying you need to step out your comfort zone, like separate from what you're used to. Six of Swords, that's speaking on changes, but that's more so in your mindset. Thinking about something in a different light. It's also saying something about your finances. Maybe you've been thinking about saving recently. The fact that you're not able to. It's showing a female. Yeah, I feel like in some sort of way, maybe you're taking care of this female. But like I said, for a lot of you, this person is expecting, Cancer. So that's why you don't want to walk away. You don't want to walk away from this situation either, because she's about to. Maybe she's either currently expecting, or maybe you already have children together. But it's saying you don't want to leave this situation. So maybe you just don't want to leave this situation because you can take advantage of that person. And you know that person is happy being with you, so it's like you're using this situation for what it is. It's saying you do have more control of this situation than what you think. All you really have to do is that Be positive about it. Focus on these new beginnings. It's saying you don't know everything and you need to change your mindset. You can't, take advantage of. It's like you're not supposed to be taking advantage of this person.